Episode 29, Aftershow, dude. Aftershow.
Yeah.
That's sweet, dude. Motherfucker, gonna drink some White Claw, gonna get into some shit. Yeah. I gotta tell you about, next week we'll get to Bryce Hall, who's a TikTok internet sensation, whatever the fuck that means. It's literally on his Wikipedia page. TikTok internet sensation, internet personality. Yeah, and he is just like a douche canoes of this guy. He's running around he's an entitled white kid who at like 7 years ago started his YouTube page or Twitter or whatever he did.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, and then he became like this TikTok star, like the first verified TikTok star. Him and his girlfriend, he's got like 2.9 million followers. His girlfriend has 101 million TikTok followers. Wow. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
And all she does is dance and date this guy. That's all she does. That's all I see. I don't get TikTok. I don't think I'm in the demographic for TikTok, to be quite frank with you. Yeah, but what I do understand is clear entitlement. And this kid's a little fucking shithead. He's running around California. He's like vaping. In California, you can't smoke or vape anywhere. You have to do it basically like in your own home, in the bathroom with the vent fan on, right? Yes. Because they hate cigarette smoke or vaping or any of that shit there, except unless you're doing it with pot. And so he's doing it in the middle of a restaurant in the pandemic, and people are asking him to stop. And the waiter or waitress comes over to ask him to stop, and he fucking punches him. It's like, what? And the kid is just like a 22-year-old fucking punk. So of course I had to do some internet research. So I got into this whole, I watched like 30 of his videos, and they're all the fucking same. Bunch of young white punks. I mean, there are some black kids in there too, but a bunch of young white punks acting like privileged, entitled shitheads, running around California and Las Vegas, drinking White Claw, causing problems, bothering everybody. But, listen, we have thousands of views on our video. They have a billion views, so I guess people are interested. But again, I don't think that we're the target audience for that. But still, I'd like to discuss it. So next week, remind me, Bryce Hall. Okay. We'll get into it. What I'd like to discuss with you now is how yesterday I noticed that two channels, I think it's Lifetime and maybe ABC for Kids or something like that.
God, don't tell me about any more shows.
No more shows. I'm done with shows. Some people from Married at First Sight continue to reach out to me. They want to come on the show. Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to make it all about Married at First Sight. I mean, it's interesting to have Michelle on because I like Michelle, and I'd have her back on just because she's an interesting person. Mm-hmm. But I don't know that I want to. It's over. Like the show's over. What am I going to talk about? I already realized what happened. The reason why I talk to these other particular people is to kind of find out what happened in the story arc, but the story arc is over, and so it's not that interesting. But what I did notice is that Christmas movies are now on one channel. It's on 24 hours a day. Christmas movies started yesterday, and we haven't even had fucking Halloween yet.
No.
It's crazy how early all this shit starts now.
Well, people need content. I'll tell you that,
Oh, I know they do.
They're not making it. They're not making new stuff right now, or it's limited.
It's limited. They're making some people are making stuff, but it's limited because it's hard. My little brother works in the movie industry, and they got back to work, but it's difficult. He's got to take 3 coronavirus tests a week and wear masks, and don't touch anything, and the whole 9 yard. Now there's like a bubble around the actresses and the actors, and it's just like a whole thing, which I understand. But these companies, they make they're juggernauts, and they have to make content. Yeah. And I've noticed that a lot of these channels are running out of content. They're just doing specials from people's homes, which is kind of boring, to be honest with you. I don't want to watch somebody on a Zoom phone call. That's not my type of television. I'd rather watch.
What we're doing.
What's that?
Like what we're doing.
That's exactly correct. Well, no one watches us. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe we need to get out on the streets and drink some White Claw. Like they fill a truck full of water. This kid, Bryce Hall, fills a truck full of water in the back, puts about 100 White Claw and a bunch of ice in there. And they all get in the truck, and they drive around drinking the White Claw in the back of the truck while the water's sloshing out of the truck everywhere, right? Screaming and yelling about what? I don't know. Let's get in. We're here to get in. Let's get in. Whatever that means. I'm sure that means get into some girl, right? I don't know. Who knows? And then they're throwing White Claw everywhere. Meanwhile, when you watch the YouTube videos, they're sponsored by not sponsored, but the videos that come before the actual episodes are the biggest crocks of fucking shit you've ever seen. It's like Does your girlfriend tell you you fucking suck in bed? Well, guess what, dude? Your dick is limp. You need to get, you need to get my new program. My new program, Dick Hard 3000. Do you get Instagram likes but know that they're fake? I get you real followers. You need Instagram 3000, you know. Are you sick?
Does Henry Fonda have a stake in any of this?
Oh, I'm sure Henry Fonda has a stake in...
I do not have a stake in any of this. This is pure horse shit. What I do have is a real program to help you get girls and keep them around. It's called Henry Fonda's Get Laid Now program. Now, this is a 15-day course. It's about $6,500.
Isn't that what you wanted to borrow $6,500?
It's just a number that I like, $6,500. So $6,500 for 15 days. And what I do teach you is how to get your dick hard and keep it hard for up to a month and a half.
Wow, that's amazing.
And my target audience is males 18 to 22, white, with average household income of $6.5 million.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Drinking White Claw.
That's right. Me and Bryce Hall share the same exact demographic. That's why we do so well. Listen, if you're a young man who can't get his penis hard and are sick of getting ugly chicks, you come to me, I'll turn things around. Now, this other shit that Bryce is selling, I don't even know about that. That's horseshit. I have the real deal because I have experience. I was married to Ariana Grande.
But I never saw any of that in the papers. There was like...
It wasn't on paper. We don't do that. Where I come from, I come from. You've got to understand, Brian, the traditions are much different. It may not seem like we're really married, but we are. If I propose to a woman twice while in the shower, and I circle around her house with some mama pee, and then I set one of her car tires on fire, this is a proposal that cannot be refused. So that means that we're officially married.
And I think in America, you'd go to jail for that.
In my country, you also go to jail for it, but after you come out, you're married. So this is the good news. It's like the bachelor party is going to jail. Everyone there is having a big party.
Okay, wow, thanks, Henry.
No problem. See you later, Hoadley.
It's like they're selling this total sham horseshit bullshit fucktard crap, but listen, I don't argue with anybody on how they make money as long as they're not hurting anybody else. And it doesn't appear that he's actually, I guess he is physically hurting other people when he's punching people at the restaurant, but I don't argue with that. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. No. And even when I was that age, I don't think I would understand it. I don't think it would be something I would be into. So I want to go over it. I want to talk about it. And then we can also have more discussions about Christmas movies that go on for it's fucking October. But you know what? I do like Christmas. So as far as I'm concerned, you can have Christmas all year long.
I do like
That's
Christmas.
For sure.
And I do meant to say, too, that one of the scarier movies that I've seen recently, that is a recent scary movie, is The Invisible Man.
Oh, that was on HBO. I was meant to watch that.
Yeah, that's with Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's really scary. It's very kind of like psychological and high-tech scary.
Yeah,
kind
that's...
Like maybe someone could actually make a suit that makes them invisible.
They already have them. They already have invisible suits. Yeah.
Well,
they exist. That's crazy. That is scary. Like an invisible
it's like
person.
Photo just because of the way your optics.
Correct. They have these like photo sensors, so like mirrors.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's scary.
It is scary. I'd love to be invisible. I think that'd be cool.
I know.
Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible. Like when I'm in my own house and someone asks me what I want for dinner. I'm just kidding. Okay, listen, let's wrap it up. I know you got to go. Thanks everybody in the break room for joining. Stay tuned.
Yes, thank you.
Live show coming up. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.